A Yellowstone County judge has ruled that the state health department must return to a simplified process for changing the sex marker designations on birth certificates as litigation continues. But the Montana DPHHS said today that the final rule they issued on September 9th, banning most changes to sex on birth certificates, remains in effect. MTN's Ashley Nurbavig has the story.
I'm here outside the Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services, which appears to be preparing to flout a court order after a judge told the agency it needed to allow transgender Montanans to update the sex markers on their birth certificates. At a Thursday hearing in Billings, Yellowstone County District Court Judge Michael Moses ordered DPHHS for a second time to return to a 2017 simplified process for changing the sex marker on a person's birth certificate. In response, DPHHS Director Charlie Brereton said he wouldn't lift a new rule preventing Montanans from updating the sex marker on their birth certificates based on gender transition, gender identity, or change of gender. Dean McGee, a transgender man from Montana but living outside the state, said getting a birth certificate updated is what he needs to make sure there is no question about his gender.
But it's kind of that one last thing that's like, once I get this done, there'll be no question. I can't have anyone be like, well, show me your birth certificate, show me your ID, show me this, that, or the other, prove that you are what you are. It'll just be it. It'll be no questions asked. So to be able to get it done is going to be the most satisfying thing in the world for me personally.
When Moses issued the preliminary injunction in April, McGee was in the process of trying to change his sex marker under a 2021 law, which is what the department is battling in court to uphold. The 2021 law required a transgender person to get a court order and proof of surgery before the state would change their sex marker. In contrast, under the 2017 method Moses ordered DPHHS to re-implement, Montanans just needed a form and an affidavit to get a correction to their birth certificate. When Moses first said DPHHS had to return to the 2017 process, McGee said he felt hope he'd be able to make the update. However, after Moses issued the preliminary injunction, DPHHS issued an emergency rule followed by a permanent one that blocked any path for transgender Montanans to change the sex marker on their birth certificate.
It's a bit like whiplash. It feels like every time we get our hopes up about something, it gets smashed down.
Meanwhile, McGee said that the ongoing legal battle between the ACLU and the governor's administration is causing a roller coaster of emotions for him. In Helena, Ashley Nurbovig, MTN News.